That was a wonderful performance. Please give them a big round of applause. Great. Thank you. That was great. So next we have coming up Nandashtakam by Jay.
Thanks. So the Sri Nanda Nandanashtakam is an ancient prayer that we offer to Sri Nandanana Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, describing all of his beautiful features. Okay. Sucharuvaktra mandalam sukarnaratna kundalam sucharchitanga chandanam namami nandanandanam सुदीर्घनेत्रपङ्कजं शिखिशिखण्डमूर्धजम् अनङ्गकोटिमोहनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं सुनासिकाग्रमौक्तिकं स्वछन्ददन्तपङ्क्तिकं नवामुदाङ्गचिक्कनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनम् करेण वेणुरञ्जितं कटिकरेन्द्रगञ्जितं दुकूलपीठशोभनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं त्रिभङ्गदेहसुन्दरं नखाद्युतिसुधाकरममूल्यरत्नभूषणं नमामि नन्दनन्दनम् सुगन्ध अङ्गसौरभमुरो विराजिकौस्तुभं स्फुरक्षिवत्सलाञ्छनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं वृन्दावनासुनागरं विलासनुगवाससं सुरेन्द्रगर्वमोचनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनम् व्रजाङ्गनासुनायकं सदा सुखप्रदायकं जगन्मनःप्रलोभनं नमामि नन्दनन्दनं श्रीनन्दनन्दनाष्टकं पठेद् यः श्रद्धयान्वितः तरेद्भवाब्धिं दुष्टरं लभेतदङ्घ्रियुग्मकम् Whoever regularly recites the Sri Nanda Nandanashtakam will easily cross the seemingly insurmountable ocean of material existence and attain eternal residence at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jay. That was wonderful. Next, we are going to have a bhajan performance by Nine Islands School. Do we have all the kids ready here? Okay, come here. Yeah, please come. Just line up here, line up here. Let's cheer up the kids of Mountain House. Haribol.
So they are going to sing Ram Bhajan and followed by Krishna's Bhajan. So let's start, kids. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Okay. He's our main performer. Let's make him stand here. You're Ram today, okay? Yeah. Okay. We are missing few kids. Okay, Remuna, come fast. Okay, stand. Shri Ram Ram Ram. Okay, everyone, let's start. Okay. Shri Ram 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 Shri Ram 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 दशरथ नंदन राम राम राम, दशमुख मर्दन राम राम राम, श्री राम 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 राम, श्री राम 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 राम, मैथिलीपत श्री राम राम राम, लक्ष्मी मनोहर राम राम राम, श्री राम 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 राम, श्री राम 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 राम, लक्ष्मण वंदित राम राम राम, मारुति सेवित राम राम राम. Okay, can you say Krishna? Okay, now we'll sing one small bhajan. Krishna जिनका नाम है. Ready? Yeah. कृष्णा जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है, ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरे बारंबार प्रणाम है. कृष्णा जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है, ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरे बारंबार प्रणाम है. यशोदा जिनकी मैया है, नंद जी बापैया है, ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरे बारंबार प्रणाम है. लूट लूट दही माखन खायो, ग्वाल बाल संग धेनु चरायो, ऐसे लीला धाम को मेरे बारंबार प्रणाम है. Everyone, let's say now loudly, okay? भज रे भज गोविंद गोपाला रे, भज रे भज गोविंद गोपाला रे, राधे गोविंदा राधा श्याम सुंदर, राधा मदन मोहन, राधा गिरिधारी, राधा मदन मोहन, भज रे भज गोविंद गोपाला रे. Thank you.
we start or not?
Hare Krishna, if you can hear me, please say shh.
Wow, that was great. Thank you so much, Preeti and Sachi. Thank you for that amazing performance. Okay, so next we have a short dance performance by a little one who's right there. Would you like to come? Are you ready? Okay. 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 Her name is Shraddha, right? Her name is Shraddha? No, sorry. Riyanshi. Oh, she's Radha. She's dressed. Okay, she's dressed up as Radha. And what song is she performing? Okay. Okay. Sorry, it's taking a few minutes to get the music up. Okay, there we have little Krishna coming up. Oh, cute Krishna. So Krishna, Radha, and the gopis.
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
That was such a cute performance. Thank you, kids. It was wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so with great honor, would like to welcome His Grace Vaishika Maharaj and Nirukula Mataji to the Janmastami festival at Mountain House. We are so happy to have you here. Yes. Please give them a big hand. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for coming here to Mountain House and being part of the Janmashtami festival. Thank you, Nirukula Mataji. Okay, so words are less to express Maharaj's qualities and glories, but here is a short intro on him. His Grace Vaishika Maharaj is the temple president at ISKCON of Silicon Valley in Mountain View, a modern-day monk with over 4.5 decades of yogic practice. He is an author, spiritual guide, motivational speaker, and an initiating guru at ISKCON. At the age of 16, he became a disciple of Srila Prabhupada and a full-time monk dedicated to the practice of Krishna Bhakti. He travels throughout the world, sharing knowledge gained from 4 decades of Bhakti Yoga practice. Speaking at corporates, universities, and non-profits, he teaches universal principles of personal spiritual development. Renowned for his wisdom and inspiring speech, he has a way of making ancient yoga wisdom and practices relevant and accessible. Today, he lives in the San Francisco Bay Area with his wife, Nirukula Dasi, who's also known as Guruma. Okay, so we'll quickly introduce Guruma. She joined ISKCON and got initiated in LA in 1973. In LA, she served as a pujari, worked at ISKCON BBT, and co-authored the first Higher Taste cookbook. She is also a spiritual guide to a lot of devotees at ISKCON who seek her blessings and advice. So both together have developed an ISKCON community of 300 families in Silicon Valley. So thank you so much for being here, Guruma and Vaishika Maharaj, and thank you for gracing us with your presence. So now the moment that we all have been waiting for to hear from Maharaj, we'll be having a class and kirtan by Vaishika Maharaj. Yes, okay. Can we have everybody sit on the chairs, or can we have everybody seated, please? Okay, so we're going to have kirtan and class by Vaishika Maharaj. Thank you.
Maybe you move up a little too. Yeah. Come close. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Prajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Prajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janna Ballabha Girivaradari Gopi Janna Ballabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh wait. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Now. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki, Shri Harinam Mahamantra Ki, Shri Harinam Prabhu Ki, Shri Krishna Janmastami Maha Mahotsav Ki, Mountain House Dham Ki, Gaur Premanande. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Om Jnana ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनाशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्या मनोभीष्टां स्थापितां येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मायां ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपां साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं साद्वधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कन्थ राधा कन्थ नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद निताय नामिने नामिर्हाते शतमूल्येनां दीते चेरे निताय नामिने नामिर्हाते शतमूल्येनां दीते चेरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Molly, you can sit up here. We get one more chair up here. What? You got Seva? Oh, you're at the book table, no wonder. It's a great honor for my wife Nirakula and I to be here for this Janmastami ceremony. These hills have been here for tens of thousands, if not millions of years, churning in different ways. Sometimes oceans coming here, sometimes the plates are sliding underground and there's upthrusts and comings and goings. And I grew up in the Bay Area in Lafayette. I know this area was barren previously. Barren in that it's just the rolling hills of California, as we call them, but not much civilization or not many Hare Krishna devotees, or none, as far as I could tell. But now we're bringing this transcendental vibration and the transcendental movement of Krishna consciousness as per the instructions of Krishna himself, which is that he desires that people all over the planet have the opportunity to come in contact with pure knowledge, the knowledge of the soul and the difference between the soul and the body. People are suffering because of ignorance. It's the dread disease of material life. And with the jewel of knowledge, the Bhagavad Gita, anyone can come to clear consciousness again and understand their position in life. So the inaugural Janmastami ceremony here in Mountain House is a very important event. It means that Krishna is gathering together his devotees in a particular place just to give form and shape to the Sankirtan movement and to give people in this area and far beyond this area, all over the Bay Area, an opportunity to come to Krishna consciousness. And that's what Krishna did 5,000 years ago also, is that he had a plan. There were demoniac forces in the universe, as we know from the Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter, which is called the divine and demoniac nature. There were many people coming here with ill intent, and they were gathering on the earth planet. And of course, the earthly planet is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam to be in the exact middle of the universe. We hear that Naimisaranya, those of you who know Srimad Bhagavatam well, know that Naimisaranya is said to be the hub, the very center of the universe. If you don't know Srimad Bhagavatam, see me afterwards. We'll have a chat. And Krishna made arrangements so that his devotees would come to this world. And he would exhibit his pastimes so that everyone could come to know him. With the amassing of demoniac people in the world, and we know some of them from the Srimad Bhagavatam, don't we? Kamsa was there. We also have Duryodhan, and if you want to name your favorite demon, you know them all. You listed them once. Well, Vena was a different age, but right, more than 5,000 years ago. But definitely, Vena is a famous demon. He's really famous, or I should say, infamous. Jarasandha was there at the time of Krishna. Putana. And Kamsa, of course, was bringing together all of these alliances all over the planet in order to harass the saintly people. Because there's a sense of envy that people are born with in this world. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Icha dvesha samutena dvandva mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. It's the environment of the material world of Icha and dvesha. A sense of, this is mine, I'll take it from you. And dvesha, I hate you for taking my thing. And there's constant struggle here in the material world because of the bodily conception of life. So when it became intolerable, there was a petition made, according to the Srimad Bhagavatam. Do you know who made the petition to Brahma? Mother Earth in the form of a cow. She had gone to Brahma and she had mentioned that it's becoming unbearable here. Brahma then, with his minions, had gathered at the shore of the Milk Ocean here in this universe and had chanted the Purusha Sukta. For those of you who, well, maybe all of you know Purusha Sukta. Are you familiar? This is one of the Vedic hymns, Sahasrashirja Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sabhuming Vishyato Vritvat Atyatishtat Shangulam. He went on singing the Purusha Sukta in order to petition the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the Lord, who says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Hridisani Vishto Mattak Smitirkyanam Apohanancha Vedaishcha Sarver Ahameva Vedo Vedanta Kridveda Vedevaha Chaham. I'm within everyone's heart. And he's actually everywhere. He's all pervading. Brahma had stated this in his Sanghita. Ekopya Saura Charitam Jagaranda Kotim Yat Shakti Rasti Jagananda Chayayadanta Andantarasta paramanu chayantarastam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Means that Krishna is there within every atom, not only within the heart of every living being, but he's all pervading. And as at the beginning of the Srimad Bhagavatam gives the character of istic of Krishna, abhigna and swara. It means he's fully conscious. And that also means that he's fully responsive. He's receptive and responsive. Whatever we say to Krishna, whatever prayer we make, whenever we chant Hare Krishna, it's not that we're chanting into a void. Krishna is in every atom, he's within our hearts, and he's fully attentive. We know from Gajendra Mokshana. You all know Gajendra Mokshana. When Gajendra was captured in the water with crocodile grabbing onto his leg, he then, in desperation, after 100 years of fighting with the crocodile, began to sing. What did he sing? Yeah, sang Hare Krishna. If all else fails, and it will, chant Hare Krishna. So Gajendra began to sing beautiful prayers that he remembered from his last life, and Krishna responded because he sang with love. So in a similar way, Brahma, doing his duty to look over the peace and prosperity of everyone in the universe, went to the Milk Ocean, and he called out the Purusha Sukta and requested the help of the Lord on behalf of Bhumi and all the residents of earth, and especially the devotees. And Krishna has a mission here in this world. Do we know what his mission is? Or is it unknowable? Knowable or unknowable? Let's vote. It's a democracy here. Still for a while, huh? Knowable? Yeah. Krishna is not only intelligent. Abhigna means he has intelligence. You can see everything in the universe has some intelligent design, and all comes from a original intelligence. That's Krishna. But he's also intelligible, which means he can be known. And how can he be known? If he makes himself known. If the infinite reveals himself to the infinitesimal, then he can be known. So Brahma, in that mood, called out to Krishna, and he informed him of the difficulty. And Krishna's already stated what his mission is. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkitam dharma samstapanartaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Yuge yuge means he comes again and again in every millennium. Just what for? Paritranaya sadhunam means that he comes for his devotees. He wants to reciprocate the devotees' prayers, their special vows they make to worship Krishna, and he knows their hearts. And therefore he comes to enliven his devotees, to lift them up, to show himself, to reciprocate with the devotees. Vinashaya chaduskritam, and he also comes to slow down the demons, those who are against the devotees. As I mentioned at the beginning, there's the divine and demoniac natures. When this becomes out of balance, then Krishna says, I'll come to kill the demons and I'll uplift the devotees. And he does it at a regular schedule. So it was a time when Krishna was to appear, and Brahma, enacting the ways to invite Krishna to come to this planet. This is the Janmastami pastime from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Then receives within the heart, Taini Brahma Hrida. This is the first statement in the Srimad Bhagavatam that Brahma receives Krishna's message, but he gets it within his heart. It was not audible, but it was audible to Brahma within his heart. And he then spoke that mission to the rest of the Devas who had gathered with Brahman. He said that all of you should take birth as my entourage here on the earth planet. This is called Tat Priyartam. When Krishna goes somewhere, he doesn't go alone. Krishna's never alone. He's always with his devotees. And when he comes to perform his pastimes in this world, just like a king, you never see a king walking along in the Tracy Mall. Just a king always comes in a big, well nowadays a big car, and have lots of people around. Even a prime minister would have that. What to speak of Krishna? So he told Brahma, have everyone take birth before me, set the scene. So we have the Vasudeva, Devaki, who there will be ready to receive the Lord. He doesn't appear like an ordinary human baby. And of course, all of Krishna's devotees, who are his eternal associates like Nanda and Yashoda, were there in Vrindavan. And millions of more ready there to greet Krishna so he could perform his pastimes in the association of his devotees. So Krishna has this mission to bring everyone closer to him. So Srimad Bhagavatam mentions that anugrahaya bhaktanam manusham deham asrita. And that is that anugrahaya, why does Krishna come to the world? Anugrahaya. Anugraha means, anu means to follow, right? And graha means, everyone knows graha from astrology. What is a graha? It's like to grab. Because the planets in astrology are called grabbers. Because at a particular time they pull us in a certain way by their influence. So anugraha means someone who pulls you along in the right direction. So if you ever feel in your life, why am I I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I'm worshiping Krishna, why is he pulling away at me, away from the ideas that I had? Well, we have our plans, and everybody knows this one, right? Because that's our experience. I have my plan, but which one's better? What do you think? Let's vote. My plan or Krishna's plan? What do you vote for? Yeah, but why is it so hard? Oh no, I like my plan better. And Krishna, haha. But that's Krishna's intention. Anugrahaya bhaktanam manusham deham astita. There's a way in which he comes in a form that even Arjuna describes in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, that's beautiful form, somya vapu. A form that, when you see that form, it's a human form, human-like form. He's known as Jananivasa. He comes like an ordinary person. We all celebrate through this beautiful Bharatanatyam dancing. You were doing this performance earlier, and we were watching with rapt attention what you were doing. And we remember at a certain point you were showing how Krishna is stealing some butter. And then his mother came, Yashoda came, is like, Krishna, not again, stealing butter again, right? It's part of your dance. It was excellent. So Krishna comes in a form that we can relate to. It's called Jananivasa. He walks amongst the Jana and he performs his pastimes. But why? Anugrahaya bhaktanam manusham deham astita. It means that we can be attracted by that form. And this is one of the main principles of a spiritual philosophy. It has to have vilas. Vilas means some enjoyment. Who here likes to be happy? Let me count. Because everybody else, we're going to ask you to sit outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. You better raise your hand. This is the verdict of the Vedic literature. Actually, God is the supreme living entity. And Eko Bahusham says the one, Eka, Bahusham, becomes many. Why? For his own enjoyment. Once somebody asked my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, why are there so many different religions in the world? And he answered, this is not difference, it is variety. Because everyone has a different way of worshiping the Supreme. And Krishna reciprocates, because that's what he says in the Bhagavad Gita. Ye yata mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanuvartante. Everyone's following Krishna's path one way or another, and Krishna's reciprocating according to one's desire. But when we have desires for happiness in the material world, this is called an inferior desire. In fact, a material desire is a misnomer. Shall I tell you why? Say yes. Because a material desire is a desire that you cannot fulfill. That's the very definition of material desire. There's no way that you can fulfill the desire and feel happy. Krishna teaches this in the Bhagavad Gita, where he says, Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukayonaya evate adyantavantakonteya na teshu ramate buddha. That an intelligent person doesn't get attached to those things that have a beginning and an end, because he or she knows that that's the cause of suffering in the world. But what is it that doesn't have a beginning and an end in this world? For 20 points. What is it that doesn't have a beginning and end in the material world? Who said the soul? 20 points. She got 20 points alone because she was brave enough to say, the soul never dies. Krishna says that in the Bhagavad Gita. But where does the soul come from? Is that a question or an answer? Who's answering? We'll say it with a little gusto. Comes from Krishna. Now, can you prove it? What's the pramanam? What's the shastric evidence that we come from Krishna? Yes? Oh, who said that? We have some pundits out there. Go ahead, say it. Means? Not the translation, just the meaning. Yeah, Krishna mentions this in the Bhagavad Gita, that the individual living entities are parts and parcels of him. And an example that Prabhupada used to give, he gave such simple, very easily understandable examples. He said, imagine a great fire, and from the fire you see little sparks. And he said, everybody knows from the fire the sparks come, and sometimes the sparks fall down. And depending on what surface they fall on, that's how they will continue. So the living entities, Krishna says, Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. When they come in contact with the material nature, they have to struggle hard. And they forget their original nature. Even though they never die, they think, I'm going to die. And therefore there's a sense of fear. Bhayam dvitiya binibesha tasyad. Fear arises when we forget God, because we think, I'm my body, I'm my mind, I'm my life situation, I'm from America, I'm from India, I'm a cat, I'm a dog. Every living entity has this bodily conception of life, and therefore feels fearful. The antidote to this is Bhagavad Gita. To understand, no, we are not these material bodies, but we're actually spiritual. We're beyond the body. How does Krishna describe this in the Gita? He tells about the different energies of this world. Bhumir apo anulo vayu kammano purir evacha ahankara ityame binna prakritir ashtada. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. These 8 are the material, gross and subtle energies. Apareyamitastvanyam prakritim vidime param jiva bhuta mahabaho ya yedam daryate jagat. Besides these, he said, there's a superior energy. Do you want to know what that superior energy is? It's you. You're the ones who are looking back at me, and I'm looking at you. It's not your eye that's looking at me. Your eye is only a lens, like a camera. But you're this one who's the witness, the conscious being who can look out from this apparatus known as the human body. And Krishna says that's the higher energy in the universe. It's superior. But where does it come from? We already heard from Shambhalangi. Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhutas. The Jiva, that is the soul in the material condition, it comes from Krishna. It's an emanation from Krishna. And in material consciousness we suffer. So Krishna doesn't want us to suffer. He wants us to enjoy with him, because our position is to appreciate Krishna. What's our position? Yeah. What's the use of being God if you don't have unlimited souls, personalities to appreciate you, right? What if you do something wonderful and you look around? Did you get it on camera? No. Is there anybody here? No. Nobody saw it. So God's always doing amazing things. Krishna's doing pastimes, and we see in his pastime of Vamandev. He puts his hole through the top of the universe. Can any of you do that? Can you do it? You kicked pretty high when you were dancing. I saw you jump. You can't jump to the top of the universe, but Krishna can. Even when he's very little, he's in the form of Vaman, but still he extends his foot, puts it the universe. So from that time, everyone's glorifying Vaman. We sing songs about Vamandev, and we sing songs about Matsya, and there's beautiful temples made with the images of the various avatars of the Lord who come to this world, and they're all transcendental. But then when we hear about the Das Avatar Stotram, do you do the Das Avatar Stotram? Okay, you got to learn that for next year. The Das Avatar Stotram, and we don't hear Krishna within the Das Avatar, do we? Why not? For 20 points. Don't say anything. Why don't we hear Krishna's name in the Das Avatar Stotram? Because Krishna is not an avatar, he is an avatari. He is the source of all avatars. And this is why Janmastami is so important. Krishna comes in many different ways. Ramadi Murti Shukala Niyamena Tishtanana Avataram Karur Bhuvanesha Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhabat Parama Pumanya Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma says, Ramadi Murtishu, there's unlimited forms, avatars coming from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What's the source? Who's the source of all of them? It's Krishna. Ete Chamsakala Pumsam. Krishna's to Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna's the Bhagavan Swayam, the origin of all the other forms and of all the living entities. You want to know where you came from? Say yes. Krishna. How can I prove that? Because Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matak sarvam pravartate. Everything comes from me, including all the living entities. So when Krishna comes in his original form of Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan, Manusham, Deham Astita, he takes on the beautiful form, 2 hands, and he plays a flute. And in Vrindavan, of course, he appears in Mathura. And the circumstances in Mathura are dire. Why is that? Because Kamsa is afraid of Krishna. He wants to kill him. He knows that he's going to appear. He's been told he's going to appear. Then he's told he did appear. And he starts atrocities to kill any child so that one of them might be Krishna. And he sends out his minions to the Vraj in Vrindavan to try to kill Krishna. So there's an atmosphere of fear in Vrindavan and in Mathura because of Kamsa. So when Krishna is born, he takes birth not in an ordinary way, because Krishna's birth is transcendental. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo viti tattvata tyakvadeham punar janma naiti mameti sorjuna. That is, my janma means, work with me, karma, chame divyam. They're all transcendental. My birth and activities are transcendental. My birth and activities are not transcendental. I'm forced to take birth in the material world. Krishna comes of his own will. And Krishna further says in that verse, if you know the transcendental nature of my birth and activities, then you'll no longer be bound to the material world either. Now, Krishna's appearance from Devaki is not an ordinary type of birth. First, Krishna appears within the mind and then the heart of Vasudeva. And then he's transferred from the heart of Vasudeva to the heart of Devaki. And then it appears that Devaki's pregnant. How many of Devaki's children had appeared before Krishna appeared? Does everyone agree 7? Was there any way that you could have lost count in that at any time? Okay, the first 6 were destined to take birth within the womb of Devaki, and they're called in the Shastra the Shad Garbha Asuras. They have been cursed to take birth in her womb and then be summarily killed upon their birth in order to become liberated from the curse. So this is part of the Leela, that they're born and they're killed. And as we know from our great acharyas who talk about Krishna's Leela, especially his birth in this world, he described, as Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, that each one of the Sadgarbha Asuras who's born to Devaki and then is killed by Kamsa is representative of one of the obstacles for reaching pure devotional service to Krishna. What are the obstacles? Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Madha, Moha, Matsarya. This lust, anger, greed, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Madha, Moha, Matsarya, envy. So when these are killed within our heart, then we're ready for the Supreme Personality of Godhead to appear. And Krishna makes his appearance apparently from Devaki, but he appears with 4 hands in Narayan form. He has a helmet. Obviously was not born from the womb, but he appears transcendentally. Then Vasudeva, Devaki offer their prayers, heartfelt prayers, and Devaki's prayer is, please don't show yourself like this because Kamsa will come and try to kill you. Interestingly, Kamsa is looking for Krishna, but he's looking for him in the form of a little baby. But Devaki says, please take the form of a little baby. At that time, Krishna's internal potency, known as Yoga Maya, puts all the guards of the prison to sleep. Also, the shackles on Vasudeva and Devaki fall away. And Vasudeva takes this little baby into Vrindavan. He has to cross over the Jamuna, and there's a stormy night, so the Jamuna's swollen with flooded waters. It's said that Krishna's lotus foot touched that water at the time. That's why Jamuna is considered more spiritually powerful than Ganga because of this pastime. And when Vasudeva takes the little baby into Vrindavan, he finds that Yashoda has given birth to a girl, and he switches them. He takes the little girl back to the prison and goes back into his position of having the shackles, and Kamsa hears the cries of a baby and thinks, oh, now the 8th child has been born, because that was the prophecy that he heard at his sister's wedding, that the 8th child of your sister will kill you. That's why he ruined the wedding of his sister on the way home, threatening to kill her. But when he comes there to the prison, he finds that it's not a boy, but it's a girl. It's Yoga Maya. Or for Kamsa, it's Mahamaya. And Devaki begs, please do not harm this child. But mercilessly, he picks up the little girl by the legs and attempts to dash her on the stone of the prison. And she flies up into the air and shows her form as Durga. So Kamsa then becomes impressed because he's a worshiper of Durga, and he thinks, oh, my sister's actually pretty good. But now he's really bewildered, because how is it that the Akashvani, the unembodied voice, has told some kind of a lie or has been inaccurate, and all this time he's been trying to kill Krishna? Nonetheless, although he relents for some time, his associates convince him that he should go everywhere and try to kill every child. And thus starts Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan, beginning with Putana. And this is a good place to take a philosophical pause in Krishna's pastimes to recount how merciful Krishna is. We heard already the verse, Anugrahaya Bhaktanam Manusham Deham Astita. Krishna is so merciful, and he comes out of a sense of compassion for everyone to show himself so we can remember him. And later, thousands of years later, we can hear about him. Yashutva tat pavo bhavet. Yashutva tat paro bhavet. Because it means that now that he's appeared, you have somebody to talk about. Just like in America, I don't know if it's the same in India, but people have these sporting events. And afterwards, everyone talks about it on the radio or television. They say, oh, this happened, that happened. They go on for weeks after a game. If he had just stepped a little to the left, maybe we would have won. He could have thrown the ball a little harder. We would have won. This is called sports smack. They just go on and on about these kinds of things. But actually, the real kind of katha is called Krishna katha. When you remember Krishna and you speak about him, this is what the Srimad Bhagavatam